Hey, business owner, are you making these mistakes with your Facebook ads? There are a bunch of top mistakes I see businesses making all the time when they're running Facebook ads. And I want to make sure you aren't making those same mistakes. Do you want to ensure you're not making them? Let's cue that intro and dive on in. Hey guys, my name is Kelly Sturdivant. I'm a Facebook ad strategist and I help business owners learn and understand how Facebook ads can really help generate revenue for their business and consistently build a business that converts for them. Before we get started, are you subscribed to my channel? If not, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you stay up to date on all things Facebook ads. Comment below, are you running ads and struggling to figure out what mistakes you're making? Let us know, we can help. I've been in the business long enough to know there are a bunch of common mistakes that business owners make when they're running their ads, kind of rookie mistakes for businesses who are just getting started. A lot of times businesses start to run ads without really having an idea of what they're doing. So let's talk about some of the top mistakes I see businesses making in their advertising. So number one, not understanding brand awareness. This is a key issue that a lot of businesses do. They start to run ads and go straight for the kill, or the sale in this case. Depending on your price point and your ad budget, this is not always the best way to create brand awareness. In fact, it can be a little bit off-putting if you're getting in front of audiences that don't even know who you are and you're asking them for a sale. So understand that you do need a portion of your ad budget for brand awareness. This means value-based content. It can be in the form of sending traffic to your blog posts on your website. It could be just sending traffic to your website. One of the best ways I like to generate brand awareness is with the use of video view ads. Videos are still one of the top performing ads in all industries. People love to watch video content, especially when it's short, bite-sized pieces of value-based content for them. And video views allow you to get in front of your audience for really cheap. Like I'm talking pennies on the dollar for a video view. These things can help generate that little bit of brand awareness so that when the time comes to make a sale, people already know who you are and have an idea of what it is you offer. One of the great things with video view audiences is that it's one of the very few ads you can run where you can actually build an audience of people who have taken action. That means for every person who watches even just a small portion of that video, you can actually create a custom audience of people who have watched that video. So it can be very powerful in that brand awareness. The next thing I see a lot of businesses not do is they don't have the Facebook Pixel installed on their landing pages. The Facebook Pixel is a tiny piece of code that lives on your websites and your landing pages, which tracks the users and the actions they've taken on it. This can be a great way to be able to build custom audiences of people who have purchased, people who have visited your carts but maybe not purchased. So it can be very powerful data for your business going forward. So not having this installed on your website can ultimately mean you have no way to know who's hit your websites and what actions they've taken on it. The number 3 top mistake I see businesses doing is having way too big of an audience size to market to. Now, we all know that we want to sell our products and services to people who really need our products and services, but we can't sell to everyone on the entire face of the planet. If you were to target everyone in the continental United States, you're looking at 230 million people. Can you imagine how far your ad spend's going to go attracting an audience that size? Yeah, you're not going to hit the right people. So understand your audiences need to be a really good size, but not too big, and of course not too small in order to attract the right people. When creating your audiences, I usually like to stick to a range of about 1 to 5 million if possible. Sometimes you can get up to about a 10 million audience, depending on how much budget you have in your marketing. This will allow you to get a little creative on the types of targeting options you have to get that audience size into that range. This means understanding, not only your demographics of your audience, but what are some of their interests, or where are some of the pages that they're visiting that can help you get in front of them with your products and services. So really understanding that you can't sell to everyone. Your audience size needs to be in a really niched down level in order to get the most out of that ad spend. The number 4 top mistake I see businesses make: not getting creative hooks. Now, we all like to think that we're amazing copywriters when it comes to our ads, and maybe we actually have really good copywriters at our disposal to help with that. But if you're just getting started, chances are you're writing the copy yourself. Now, what sounds good to us may not actually be what resonates with our audience. Not only do you need to test out multiple forms of copy in your ads with using long form copy and short form copy, different hooks to get people to read the ad, but you need to also consider different creative elements too, like your images. If you're running a single image with a single set of copy, chances are you're not getting enough data to know whether these are working for you. So having ads run with multiple forms of copy and multiple variations of images will allow you to determine what is working and not working in your ads. Another thing to consider is testing the differences between running dynamic creative ads and running single image ads. What are these things? Well, in your ad set, you have the ability to turn on dynamic creative. This is a really good addition Facebook has added, which allows you to create one ad with multiple variations of copy and text within that single ad. Facebook takes all of that data that you've given them and it compiles a bunch of different ad variations to put out into your audience. It's a really great way to test multiple ads and images without having to run 20 ads all in one. Also with that, running single ads can be beneficial too, because it allows you to see what exactly is working right away with your audience. So you can determine whether this specific image with this copy is resonating better than the same copy with a different image. So having the ability to really get creative with your ad copy and your creatives and the method that you're putting it out can help with your ad spend and continue generating those conversions for you. Number 5. Now this one may seem silly, but it actually is a mistake I see businesses make. And that is not putting an actual link in the copy of their ad. Of course, we know that we have to put a URL into the ad that we're creating, because Facebook needs to determine, what your Learn More or your Shop Now button, where you're sending people to. But that's not the only way that people are going to click the link. Now, it may seem silly to have this URL in your copy, but I guarantee you, people are not understanding that they can click the Learn More button or they can click on the video or the image of your ad. They like those URLs. They like to see the link outright so that they know this is how they get to that product or service. So ensure that you have at least one URL in the copy of your ad, usually at the bottom, with a call to action, like click the link to see more, click below to learn more. All those types of things really do help with the conversions of your ads. And finally, one of the biggest mistakes I see businesses making with their Facebook ads, drum roll please, they're not retargeting customers. This is single-handedly the biggest mistake I see businesses make, is they run a single ad, and whether it's a purchase or it's brand awareness or whatever it is they're running, they don't get in front of their audience multiple times to continue that nurture process. So let's say you had a webinar or you had a boot camp that you were driving traffic to, even a small product. Once people have taken action in that first ad and they've gone to your landing pages and they haven't taken action, the journey shouldn't stop there. You should continue that nurture process. And this is the section where you really want to remind people of the pain points that you're trying to solve for them. So for instance, if you had a small product and you could determine who didn't purchase that product, you could then run another set of ads to those people, telling them the objectives they may have towards not buying that product and service. So it's very critical in continuing that nurturing process and to continue to keep in front of that audience to nurture them. So you're not just giving up on them altogether if they didn't take you up on that product or service. A lot of times too, people get distracted when they're scrolling the news feed. Maybe they were in the middle of purchasing something and life happened. The kids started yelling, the doorbell rang, their phone died, whatever it is. So being able to retarget those people that didn't purchase or didn't take you up the first time can make the difference on whether they make a conversion for you again. This generally ends up generating a good portion of missing revenue that businesses don't take advantage of. So those are my top mistakes I see businesses making with their Facebook ads, and I want to make sure you don't make them as well. In the section below, you'll find a whole bunch of resources to help you along your ad journey, as well as subscribe to my channel so that you stay up to date with all of the content I have for you in Facebook ads. And we'll catch you on the next training. Of course, my dinger goes off. And there's a fire truck right on outside.